Say the first video game that comes to your mind.
Zelda.
Pac-Man.
Vampire Reign.
It's no secret that video games are the leading source of entertainment. But how did they come to be? Where did they start? This is the history of video games.
Do you recall the game Tennis for Two?
No.
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 Video games first started to take off when a man by the name of William Higginbotham, when he turned old radar equipment into the first computer game. Known as Tennis for Two, this game was hardly known and was invented to cure boredom at the Brookhaven National Laboratory. This game is considered to be the ancestor to Pong. Tennis for Two was invented in 1958. Years later, in 1962, Steve Slug Russell invented the game Space War. Space War is one of the earliest known digital computer games. Two players take control of a spaceship each, and they try to shoot each other down.
What was your favorite video game console?
The Nintendo 64 or the GameCube?
Nintendo GameCube.
The Xbox 360.
In 1972, the Odyssey was sold as the first ever video game console. The Odyssey was created by Ralph Baer, who started work on it in 1968. It's consisted of players moving the light around the screen and overlays placed on the screen to simulate gameplay. In 1972, the grandfather of video games was released. Pong is a two-player game where paddles were controlled to push a ball back and forth. This is a simple game, and it swept the market. Every company was trying to get a cut. One of these companies was Atari. Atari went big and released their first console, the Atari 2600, and released many new games for playing at home. Games like Pitfall and Space Invaders. It also followed the abomination known as E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The player would control E.T. and try to find pieces of a telephone. The player would fall down holes, get captured by anyone on the screen. The stale and repetitive gameplay enraged gamers, and the spare copies were taken and buried in cement. By 1977, all the manufacturers of the Pong console sold their systems for a lot less money than was originally charged. In 1985, Nintendo released their Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES. Gaming hit mainstream and paved the road for games today.